Hi guys, how are you today? Me and Adam decided to jump on really quick. Actually, I had to reschedule. We usually go on at 11 o'clock. We'll try to make that time next week, but we still had to do it. We had to do it, didn't we, Adam?
Oh, this was an episode. We can't miss this one.
We really can't. I mean, it's getting better and better and better. And this is only episode 2, right?
Yeah, 2. And what was crazy is we're starting to see more and more with these TLC, the TLC network, and also Bravo. They're sneaking in these episodes without us knowing. They put in episode 2 the day after the premiere. They never do that.
What's going on?
I don't know.
We must investigate.
I think it's because I think actually Shan said this before to me on one of my lives. I think it's because we've been so patient as Bravo fans. They're just giving us a little bit something.
Nah, this got to be more. That's too sweet. And we know Bravo is a lot of things, but not sweet.
Okay, do you want to hear the real thing then? You want to hear the real reason why I think it is?
Okay.
I think the ratings were probably not the best. It wasn't enough drama for episode 1, so that they were like, okay, we need to get in there and start this off. Let's drop episode 2 and they waited long enough. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, Adam, you're talking like a real producer. When are you going to?
Look at that. Maybe I'll go into business for myself.
Okay, so you know how I always pick my favorite villain every episode? Like, okay, Lisa Rinna. And I just find myself talking about this person over and over again because they drive me crazy. I already
can't
have
wait to hear who your favorite villain is.
Well, who do you think it is?
Are you going to say Candace?
Do you want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Candy. I'm being upbeat about it. Candace is driving me crazy, okay? She's driving me crazy. This is what she wants us to believe, Adam. She wants us to believe that she had a anniversary and she invited Charisse. All the women knew that Charisse did not get along with Monique, and then she forgot.
No. No. We're also talking to somebody who no, she went to Howard University. No, she's a very brilliant woman. She knows exactly what she's talking about. I don't want to rag on her because I might be speaking with her tomorrow, but I think she knows exactly what she's doing.
That's right. I don't know what she's doing. She needs to make it known to the public. Because let's just say, okay, so the rumors is that Charisse wants to get back on the show. So she made up this rumor. According to Monique, it's a rumor. Now, Monique really doesn't strike me as the cheating type, but you never know. Like you never know what people do behind closed doors. But I'm going to go with, I just don't feel it. She has baby year after year. They spend quality time together. Does she strike you as the cheating kind?
You know, I think that's such a heavy, badge to put on somebody's chest. I think that's insane to call someone a cheater if you don't have proof. My only thing is, you must be some kind of sick in the head to be an adult and be able to walk in like Charisse does with such confidence. And I'm not calling Charisse sick in the head, but if she's doing this and lying and she's able to walk into a room, look Monique in the face and stir up a lie about her and her family when she just had a new baby that's under a year old, if she can really make up that lie, she's out there.
Listen, a lot of these people who get off the show, they will give a left limb to get back
we just
on.
saw it with Brandy, right?
We did see it with Brandy, yeah. I mean, but let me ask you a question. If you had a good friend and you knew that her husband was cheating on her, would you tell her?
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't even like Jersey Shore, Snooki do it like the way that they did with Ron and Sammy, give them a letter. I would be like, hey, look.
I mean, when you do that, Adam, you take the risk of them turning on you, saying, no, my man won't do that. You know, Adam's just a liar. It's a huge chance that could happen.
Yeah, but the thing is Charisse is saying that Monique was the one stepping out, and Charisse is still able to put herself in the filming situation where she is willing to step up to the table with Monique, and Monique won't sit there and face her. Monique keeps avoiding her. So I don't know. It doesn't look good in Monique's favor so far.
So you said that you're the type that would tell. I'm sure you would do it in a different way. You would say, I got something to tell you alone, not at a party. You would say, it would come from your lips or a letter or something like that. I just wouldn't tell everyone else before I told the person that it's about. I mean, it's a tricky situation. Me personally, I don't want you to judge me. I don't think I would tell.
No. See, me, I'm totally going to buy us both black outfits. I'm going to play some Carrie Underwood before he cheats. I'm going to get 2 Louisville Sluggers, and I'm going to get my little buck knife, and we're going to go around to that person's car, to the house, if you're cheating and you're doing that and you're stepping out, no way. No way. You let it off so easy. I have nothing but time. We're in quarantine. I'm coming for you.
Okay, listen. So you're the type that would tell. How would you want it told to you? There's never a perfect way, is there?
I would just want you to be a decent human. Like, if you're going to tell me something like that, don't be an idiot. Don't be a jerk. Like, be a decent human being and get me nice and drunk at happy hour and then tell me and then drop me off by myself. Yes, of course. Yeah. If you're going to tell me something like that, yeah, just get me nice and lathered up. That's what I want to, before you tell me. Yes.
I don't know. Right now, I'm telling you right now, we got to make a pact before it even happens. You want to know up front. Is this what you're telling me?
Yeah. If this happens, you're not going to have to worry about it because you're going to find me on the Investigates channel under Wives with Knives, and my fiance is going to have a burial. So it doesn't matter. But in general, yes.
Wives with Knives, Adam? Yeah. Listen, I mean, this is a crazy situation. So you got Monique avoiding her because she knows she heard about the secret. If you are innocent, do you go and confront someone? I would, but some people...
I mean, I would too. I understand where she's coming from with the sense Monique, in the sense that she's kind of taking, again, I'll just give you a comparison. She's kind of taking the Denise approach where Denise just immediately shut down all these Brandy rumors and kind of just tried to stop talking about it for a second. Monique is over here trying to do the same thing. She's trying to shut down these rumors and not...
No, go ahead.
Oh, and not talk about it.
IP law paralegal. Thank you, paralegal. I appreciate it.
But yeah, I think that, I don't know.
It's a crazy situation. Yeah. Now, with that being said, it's not like it's against a housewife's morals to stir up the pot to get back on the show. So, but I don't think...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No.
I was going to say Candace does some... I love Candace, but I see her... I don't know. Sometimes I feel again, I love you, Candace, but sometimes I feel like we're reaching for some storylines here with this $22,000 venue and some of these other things. I don't know.
Or it could be... I think... Correct me if I'm wrong. She's the youngest one of the group, right? That's what I think.
She is, and I feel I believe it. I don't think Ashley's younger than her. I could be wrong, but I believe she's the youngest one of the group. But also to say that I do know since day one, Candace has come in trying very hard to prove herself to the other women because she is so much younger. Just like Leah on Real Housewives of New York.
Yeah, that's true. And plus two, when you come in, you have to show Bravo something or you're out of there. So this is these women's job too. It makes it a crazy situation.
But I don't think Charisse is really, no offense to Charisse, I just don't think she really offers a lot to the franchise. I don't know. She just left we just saw her in season 3 and she was running around and I think they went to the French Riviera or something like that. Candace was there too. I just don't get a whole lot of intense storyline with her. She
was very secretive and private about her divorce. Now, if you're going to be on a show, you got to talk about it. You got to talk about it. But she was okay. I didn't like her. I didn't hate her. She was just okay. I was glad when she left just because she wasn't open about it. And that's what you got to do when you're on these shows. So let me ask you this. So I think it was Karen Huger who said that Gizelle was jealous of Monique. Do you agree?
I think they all have to have a little element of jealousy. When Monique has the most lavish lifestyle of the group, she has not one home, but like, I'll never forget when Gizelle was like, "Oh, you don't have a home?" She's like, "I have 4 homes." It's like, it's really true. She doesn't have like the tax problems like Karen has. She doesn't have her mom paying for her bills like Candace was, Katie, the one who came on with the bad wigs, remember, and she was living on the farm and going through the bad divorce. She was going through her own issues. So really, aside from Monique driving and accidentally, wasn't it her who accidentally?
It was a Bentley, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Aside from that, they don't really have too much to dig up on her.
Yeah, I know. Do you think Monique comes across as a bragger? Like,
no, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I think if anything, like, no, I really don't think any of them come off like braggers. Really, I think that, I mean, even if you see Robin, she said on Twitter before, she's like, I'm the poor one, I'm the broke one. So she's not because everybody said to her about her tagline, she's like, something about I'm a house full of ballers or something. Somebody tweeted her and said, "Oh, I hope that doesn't mean you have a bunch of money coming in because you live in a townhouse." And she's like, "No, honey, I'm the broke one." So she just called it for what it is. But Karen is the one who I think puts the biggest front on.
Karen, do you think you made that much money off of her perfume to buy?
Can I tell you, Sharrell, you're an extremely busy woman. You're on here like all day, all night. You're always on here. Is it? You have your own business, as we see. Is it that hard to go out and maintain like relationships and stuff? Because I feel like I'm on here a lot. I feel like I've had a business before. I've been in a relationship for 6 years. They've been in one for over 20. I don't understand how this perfume is that big of a struggle for them. I really don't. I'm not understanding. And he won't say I love you?
I know.
That's heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking.
Do you think this could be for storyline?
Yes, absolutely. I almost think it is. I think Gizelle's kind of is too. Where is Jamal? Why is he not? If he wants to make it work and his kids are in town, why is he not in Bethesda? Why is he in Atlanta?
And why aren't your kids happy that mommy's back with daddy?
Because they know too much.
Let me take some calls. Hold on. Hi, Javier. How are you?
Good. How are you, Sharrell? Hi. How are you, Adam?
Good.
Hi.
I mean, do you think that Monique is cheating on her husband?
No. I think, like, as Adam said, she's going the Denise route. She's just trying to shut it down. She won't even give it any credence at all by talking about it, which I think is the right move.
Yeah.
And we're gonna believe her.
I believe her. You believe her, Adam?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it looks like Charisse has more to gain here. It looks like she's trying to use it as a way to come on, almost like how Kim Richards is writing this Brandi Glanville thing to come back on as some sort of storyline. Like, I feel like this is just trying to write a storyline to get back into the franchise.
It's terrible. Let me bring on Jamal. Hi, Jamal. How are you?
Hey, Sharrell. Hey, Adam. Hey, Javier.
Good. Answer the question. Do you think Monique is a cheater?
No, because why would she risk her family, her husband, her businesses, her contacts for a trainer? I'm sorry, I don't see it.
I agree.
I know, for a physical trainer.
I'm sure Chris got a nice little prenup tomorrow. If you cheat on me, like, you get maybe 5%. Maybe.
What did you say?
I bet he has a nice little prenup. She's not messing that up. She's not messing it up.
Is that what she said, that she has a prenup?
I'm sure she does.
I'm sure she does too.
And if NFL player, and he was a very good NFL player in Washington, D.C., yeah.
Was he a star in the league? I don't know much.
He was very good. He was a very good player.
And I don't know if is Maryland is that a no fault state? It just depends, because sometimes when you get caught doing infidelity, it automatically, like I think in Florida where I'm from, if you get caught cheating on your spouse, it doesn't matter what agreement you have, you lose 100% rights to everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up because I just don't see her risking her 4 homes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. For a trainer, I don't either.
But my thing is, like, when does she have time to cheat between, like, what, 55 kids?
Okay, she had 2. She had 2 before this. She has 3 now.
Her man, her businesses, like, and a trainer, that's just a lot going on. Plus, she's probably still breastfeeding too. Like, that's just a lot. She's tired. She ain't got time to be out there.
And she's running a business. When does she? the kids. Then
And
she's
Lachala.
taking
The
the
bird.
show. When do
And
we
the
have time to
bird.
cheat? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Sharice. Sharice is. I like you, Sharice, but you're being a little bit thirsty.
But I have a
Okay?
question though.
Messy Sharice.
I thought Sharice was like asked to leave and never return. How did she get back?
No, she left because she didn't want to show her business. Remember?
Oh, so she left because of her divorce to
and she
Eddie.
left suddenly, like, oh no, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm
And
not
the
gonna talk
boyfriend.
about it.
Did she have a boyfriend while she was on the show too?
She
And she
did,
went-
and she's been having him since. And now you want to get back on the show? You got to earn it. You got to like.
I don't want to see her back on the show.
You don't?
I'm just not excited about her. I want to see fresh people.
Yeah.
That's me and Adam. She has a champagne room of support. What's wrong with you?
No, listen, and that's amazing. But just like if you're not, you get one chance. You sign a contract. If you want to come on and just like throw it all out there. If you're not going to put it out there, just get out of the way and let some. It's not like don't keep trying until we get it right. It's like let's just get somebody else in. Somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
But with Sharice, she's kind of boring because the most interesting for me was her champagne room. But
I remember that.
Playing with people's families is a dangerous way to go.
Who does that? Who
it's
does
crazy.
that?
That's low. It's dirty.
Yeah,
really
just because maybe your husband cheated, maybe your husband cheated on you, or you was cheating. Don't put that on Monique. Just because you probably throwing it around Potomac or Bethesda or wherever you was doing it.
Wow.
Like, don't do that.
Look, we got to tackle a bigger subject here.
Go ahead.
Gizelle. Is she married? I mean, is she dating this guy or not?
Gizelle who?
Gizelle Bryant.
Dating who?
Pastor Troy, her ex-husband. Well, not Troy. I said Pastor Troy. Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Oh, that's just no. She's not. She's
not.
She's not. Like,
you think it's a storyline?
Yes. The reason why is because, like, why would you go back to a man who cheated on you 22 times and has like how many babies out there with the congregation? Like, and my thing is like, the money can't be that good to where you devalue your own self-respect because you know what you're getting into, and why would you subject your children to that? Even they know that you're crazy. Even they saying she's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of thirsty, and it's a bad look. We all know you're making up a storyline. She's pulling a Lisa Rinna. Okay, she's in everybody's business, but her own. I would really like Gizelle, if you're watching this, please go get some business, please, so we can like be entertained here. She has no business.
But no, didn't she like have like a rent a shack or something that she was working on, right?
Really?
Her house? Rent a shack. Like she renting a shack and she building it up or something. A tear down. Whatever the child's doing.
It wasn't a rent a shack. It was a $900,000 tear down. Give it some credit.
Oh.
Do you think that house was
in
really
Potomac?
How?
Is it in Potomac?
It's in Bethesda.
Why is it not $100,000 then?
It's because of the size of the lot.
Oh, so basically she paid for the land more than the house itself.
It is. The value was bigger in the land because the lot that she got was so big. But the place was, I mean, Candace called it a tear down. I don't know if it was exactly a tear down, but she did a lot of work.
I call it a what the hell is this? That's what it was. A what the hell? If you're going to spend $1 million, no, okay, I'm not being mean. I'm just saying. But, you know, real estate is really expensive back there.
Yeah,
credit.
It's true.
I mean, bad. I used to live there, so it's bad.
But why?
Thank God you got out of there, Sharrell. Thank God.
Why? But like, shouldn't she worry about getting back into Potomac versus worrying about? I mean, she doesn't even fit the show anymore. Like, you live in Potomac. Like, it's not the Real Housewives of Bethesda. Stop it.
But she's almost like. She's so striking as an individual. She's so beautiful and
pretty,
just has like such a ability to address the drama right away. Like I was just watching back when they were at the French Riviera or whatever, and Monique wanted to get them all to go out and see the essential oils. Gizelle didn't want to go. She's like, you guys go, I'll wait for Robin. And they kept pushing, and she really didn't want to go. They kept pushing, and finally she was like, you know what, Karen? Why don't you worry about your man, because he has his eyes on my business partner. And it's like, where did you just pull that out of?
Right.
When you back her in a corner, she will spit it at you, and that's why she is so important to the franchise.
I mean, I don't mind her because she pushes the storylines forward, so I don't mind her.
Yeah,
just, I don't want to like Cherise. No, like, what are you gonna give me this season? Like, you can't just give me Monique's cheating. No, stop it. Unless you got video proof.
We gotta
I know,
we gotta
I
come
can't
to a decision right now. Favorite person on Potomac? I'm gonna go with Karen Huger. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, Jamal. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out.
My favorite person?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, it has to be Karen. For me, just for simple fact, like she gets in the mess, but you have to push her into the mess. She gives you a chance to walk away. She's like, I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm not doing it with you. Blah blah blah. You keep pushing. She said, "Now I'm gonna let you have it. Here we go. Let me talk." And she's just gonna run you down real quick. You're like, "Oh, see, you could just left the Grand Dame alone."
Who's your favorite, Adam? Ashley?
No.
It was a joke.
No. I'm already probably the biggest fan of Dr. Wendy Osefo because she's already coming in. Yes, she's already coming in hot. Karen is already saying, "Oh, I'm not impressed with her." And Dr. Wendy already tweeted and she's like, "You're not impressed what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to raise awareness, my philanthropy work. I'm a doctor, I'm a professor." She's like, "Bye, Karen." She's like, "Your name fits." Pretty much just kind of she's so shady.
She should be on Married to Medicine.
Yes.
But not
okay, that's fair. But I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be really nice and shady. I think that somebody's going to try to attack something with her, and I think that she's going to bring it.
Prepared, Adam. She has sat down with someone. Probably, who's her friend to the show? You always have
Candace. It's Candace.
And Candace is very prepared.
And Candace said this and that. Now I just realized, since you guys told me that was Candace's friend, she's pulling a Candy. She wants world dominance. That's why she's befriending Charisse to have more friends on the show that will be on her side.
And also, I didn't think about this, but do you remember when Dr. Wendy Osefo at Candace's Diamond and Denim's party, she walked up to Gizelle and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know Pastor Jamal. I did something with him." And it's like like, so obviously she has that's a good point. She has been prepped. And Candace is very good with her storylines. She knows what's going on. Like they said on the show, when she got into the fight with Monique, she went straight to forming her relationship with Charisse. And Charisse had a lot of information on Monique. Like Candace is very, very, very good at what she does. So Dr. Wendy was prepped. Yes.
I don't know about you, but anytime someone says, I know Pastor Jamal, I'd be like, how? Because he's got a bad reputation.
I'd be like you and the whole rest of the...
But the thing with
Candace, a bad reputation.
But with Candace, like I can see what you're saying with the world domination, but like to do that, like people have to actually like your friends.
I mean,
you can bring on enemies.
I'm being gentle because Adam's interviewing her tomorrow, and every time he interviews her, he comes back more impressed. It could be a case that she doesn't act this way in real life, but she's turning up to stay on the show.
Well, I mean, I don't think you would turn up that much to get dragged. I'm sorry, I just can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it. I'm just trying to be sensitive to Adam.
She's not. To me, she's not. I don't mind her because when you meet her mother, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Jamal, like, what do you mean by that?
Because the way, I mean, like, anytime your mama hits you with a purse on national TV.
Oh, and when she said that too, she's like, her face ran into my purse, Andy.
I mean, like Candace was one of those kids who was just beaten down. You could tell she's kind of beaten down mentally as a child. So she probably didn't get the attention that she really, really wanted. That's why she probably entered pageants to boost her self-esteem.
Why do you think she was beaten down mentally?
Mentally, because the way her mother speaks to her in the degrading manner, this is nothing new. This has to have come from childhood. Because you can just tell, like, with her, everyone else, she's kind of defensive and defensive, and then when she's attacked, she just strikes. But with her mom, she tries to be, but her mom just like smacks her down, and her mother does it very easily. So that there's. Do
you think her mom was unconsciously not a bad mom, but didn't realize maybe her child was more sensitive? I'll put it that way.
No, I don't think so. I don't think she realized Candace was as sensitive as she was. Because I bet you Candace just kind of brushed it off or laughed it off or just took it. When she got older, you kind of find your voice, and you try to strike back, and it's kind of too late at that point.
Wow, that's deep. What do you think about? Do you think she could have had childhood scars?
Yeah, Yeah, I have a friend whose mom, she used to fight with her daughter I have a friend who used to fight with her mom all the time. And her mom had that same, I used to go over to their house, and her mom had that same tumultuous relationship with her mother. I think sometimes you learn these behaviors where you compete, and like the mother daughters, like sometimes it becomes a tumultuous relationship, like almost competitive. And I think they're just a little bit competitive. And I think that Candace tries to carry herself like an adult and whatever. And I think it honestly irks her mom, because her mom's like, sit down, little girl. Like, I pay the bills. I do this. Like, her mom's very sassy.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Jamal. Do you think if Candace had a baby, she would have a change in behavior?
No, she would hire a nanny.
Good answer, Jamal.
No, I just don't. I don't see. I mean, Chris is a good balance for her, but I think with her growing up and with Chris's help, I think she would be a good mom, because I don't think she would raise her child the way her mother raised her. I really think she would like nurture that child, build that child's self-esteem up, so they wouldn't go through what she went through.
Yeah, you could tell there's some scars there.
Oh yeah. I mean, she would still be Candace, but I think it would come down from a level 101 to maybe a level 85, and because the world would not just be about her, it's about that child. So I think it wouldn't change. It would just be better.
I agree.
Let's move on to Robin. Are we excited?
Why? Is she still on the show?
Listen, would you guys stay with Juan for that long without a ring?
Yeah, because he doesn't have any money.
Well, he could still marry you. You could go down to the.
I know, but they do. I think that they do a good job of not overexposing. I think they share enough, and then I think that they keep some things, like they still maintain an element of privacy. I wanted to say privacy to sound really like posh, but privacy in their relationship.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that we see all of like the behind the scenes arguments and stuff, because even when you see like in the future coming up on this season, when Robin's talking to Juan's like, don't pretend like there's not things that like haven't been happening. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to say it, but don't do that.
Go ahead.
Love their relationship, because Juan is the one who mother died, right? And sisters from the yeah, that's hard. And really, if you think about it, Robin and her family is the only. Well, his dad came back into his life, but they've been a family to him all these years.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're a close little family.
I like them. Me personally, I like them the way they are. I think if Robin would pull back on the whole marriage thing, you guys have been together like 20 some odd years. I mean, like, it's working when you don't push, because when you push, he'll pull back from you, which is the opposite of what you want. Like, you've been there this long, stay with it, and let him come to terms with things in his own time.
She follows, though. That's the problem. Gizelle and all of them push her. Like, when are you going to get married, Robin? When are you going to get married, Robin? And then she's like up Juan's butt about it. And she's like, what are we doing? Like, are we getting married?
But my thing is, why is Gizelle asking Robin that when she should be asking her reflection? I mean, come on now.
Let's take on the big one next. We got to talk about Ashley and Michael. Do they have an arrangement?
Yes, totally. Reason why, because why would you stay with a man who has had numerous cheating allegations with both genders and then have a baby? She stayed for that baby. He's like, look, you stay with me, be my cover, and I'll give you the baby. And she got the baby.
Jamal.
No, it's the truth.
You think he asked her to be his cover?
Yeah, like look, Ashley, you're cute, you're young. He's like, I got some money in the bank. He's like, we look cute together in photos. And she really wanted to be a mother.
If they had an arrangement, Jamal, why doesn't she come out and say, hey, he could screw around with whoever he wants? We got an arrangement.
Because at this point, she would be on camera.
Well, yeah. Why doesn't she tell us?
Okay, what woman really would go on TV and be like, you know what? My husband will do whatever he wants to do, and I'll just stay home with the baby.
Jada kind of admitted to it.
She would look so crazy. It's better for her, like, you know what? That's the father of my child. You know, we have a great marriage. Play that up.
Yeah.
Because then once you open that door, you open yourself up to criticism, and you don't want your child growing up in that mess. I mean,
now she has to protect the baby.
Oh yeah, you gotta protect your child at
Baby
all
Dean.
times. But
I love that baby.
If if they didn't have an arrangement, she would divorce him by now and took whatever little money he has left.
You think he's broke?
Not broke in terms of rich folks, yes.
Really?
Yeah, isn't their restaurant failing still, or has it made a comeback?
They closed it.
Yeah, they closed it.
He
probably has
well, I mean, were you really gonna eat? What was it? Kangaroo?
I forgot what it was.
It was something. Because last time I remember, I don't really watch Potomac. I just with Wendy on. I'm like, okay, let me watch it because they got somebody new. Now I'm gonna start back. Now I'm back watching it. Before
it's going to get very, very good.
Class is in session.
And then when I saw the fight of where Monique dragged we can watch this.
You
now.
see the raw footage yet? How
the one that I saw the one that you showed. I'm not sure if that's the whole thing though.
No, okay, no. There's a full one.
It looks like Monique gets some hits in.
Candace didn't get one hit. Do you think she took boxing lessons or something? Like, how does a woman know how to fight like that?
Listen, Monique, she comes. You can totally tell by her demeanor. She said it over and over and over again. She's like, "Stop trying me, pregnant or not. Stop trying." And I feel like I get to that point sometimes. Like, you know how like some people have the ability to walk away so easily, and some people have the ability to kind of take so much and then finally you snap. I feel like that's Monique's personality. Like, you keep poking the bear, that's what you're going to get. You're attacking her husband, her marriage. Now you're saying she's cheating. She just had a new baby. You're trying to get everything taken away from her on national TV. Of course you're going to get a right hook.
I mean, the fight totally blew up everything. Okay, number one, Candace got beat up. You don't have to say anything. She got beat up. So then she sues and then loses the lawsuit. That gets dropped. And then their efforts to get her fired, Bravo didn't listen to that. It didn't turn out good at all. I mean, she probably had a knot on her head.
Well, the problem with Candace is she messed up. Like, one, you tried a pregnant person. Who does that? That's just number one.
Oh,
Number two, you got too much mouth. Number three, your mouth cannot back up your hands, or your hands cannot back up your mouth. You cannot talk all the mess and get dragged. I mean, like just across asphalt, concrete, gravel, you got dragged.
It was no joke. Like Monique turned into Bruce Lee. I was like, oh my God.
You can't get beat up and then get sued. And then sue somebody. What kind of mess is that? No, you supposed to be like, you know what, girl, you got me. I'm gonna take this L. I'm gonna like keep my mouth shut.
Who says that, Jamal? Okay, I lost. My bad.
But when the left side of your face is like ground beef, you have to just take your L and be quiet and keep it moving, and people will like you more. But when you go to the courts, because over something you started.
Who does that? Who does that?
Over something you started. Monique finished it. You're mad she finished it, and now you want to sue. There ain't nobody going for that. That's on tape.
Let's just say someone beat you up on tape, Jamal. Mm-hmm. Could you forgive?
Well, if I started, yes, because I shouldn't have like started a fight. I couldn't win. If I go into fight you, especially physically, I'm gonna win. Either I'm gonna win. Or you gonna look like you barely won.
So ridiculous.
Like
you have a bunch of Investigates channels, like potential cast members with you today, Sharrell. Adam and Jamal.
I'm just like, yeah, like it's like when you get beat up. I mean, like you lose. I mean, split decision, loss, whatever. Mm-hmm. You have to take it and be like, you know what, good game, and you can move forward. Men, we can do that. Women, they want to go to the courts.
Well, now I'm really going to put you on the spot now. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. Do you think Ashley and Michael's marriage will last? There, I said it.
Well, it'll only last as long as Ashley wants it to. Because
you mean as long as she keeps ignoring the situation?
Yes, because she has gotten what she wanted. She's always wanted that baby. She got that baby. And I don't think she's at the financial step to where she can actually support that baby comfortably in that lifestyle on her own. Yeah. I think once she levels up, maybe like 2 more notches, I could see her leaving Michael. Because she doesn't really have a reason to leave Michael, because he's going to give her everything she wants. Everything.
He has a lot of reasons.
And
To leave her. No, he has no reason. Like he has no reason to leave
the butt
her.
touching situation last season.
But she stayed. But I mean, as much as she's gone through with him, why leave now?
Yeah.
Especially with a new
Because
baby.
that was the second butt touching. I think in the first season it was Andrew, Katie's ex.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the second.
Go ahead,
There's a
Adam.
pattern here.
well, no, I was just gonna say too. You see this so often too, where you get like these young, beautiful, women who get with like these older men, and they go through like these 5, 10, 12-year marriages. They get out of them and they look brand new. They look still like a 28, 20, a 29-year-old woman, and now they're dating. They're rich. They're dating some hot guy now, like they some younger guy who's also rich, and they end up trading up. And I think that's probably what's going to happen to Ashley. She's not going to stay with him. And there's also one thing that she's missing that we haven't addressed in the cheating allegations. She's missing a part that people are alleging that Michael likes, and that's also a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to say allegedly because there's no photo evidence.
You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
Yes,
mean,
allegedly.
I mean, maybe like Ashley kind of likes that. Maybe she's asking the dude like bring someone over. Like we could put the baby in the closet and
Okay, Jamal.
I mean, there's
Not
a
the
reason.
baby in the closet.
I mean, because there's a baby. But you don't think maybe Ashley's joined in, which is why she defends him so hard and why she's not so upset. Because I would think if you were cheating on, but no matter who it is, you're gonna be super upset. But she stays so calm and so defending.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like that's like she doesn't scream or yell. So I'm like, ma'am, have you like kind of like dipped in there? Have you joined in? Because she's too calm.
Didn't they say that they bring people in? They did before. That's a dangerous game. Who does that? I don't want to do that. Like, no.
And also, he's frustrated because she's talking about, oh, my sex drive isn't like what it used to be. And he's like, what's that got to do with me though? So he's dipping. He's out there dipping. I mean, like, what does she expect him to do at that point? She needs to like. I understand she got the baby and everything, and there's no reason for him to cheat, but you can't be surprised based on his history and the current circumstances.
How old did you say Michael was? Oh God,
55. That's what I thought.
I thought 60s. What do you think, Adam?
Oh God, he's in his 50s for sure, but he looks like he's way past his 60s.
Yeah, I would say in his 60s. I think this season's going to be really, really good. I'm waiting for the fight. They better not drag it out. We got to get to the fight.
No, I feel so bad for Monique though. She has 2 fights this season now that we know about.
What do you mean?
I mean, she has this fight with Candace, and now she's fighting for her marriage because Charisse is trying to throw dirt on it. So she's literally the victim. She is the Denise Richards of Potomac this season.
But I don't think Michael's buying it. I really don't. I mean, what's Charisse's? I mean, not Charisse. What's Monique's husband's name? Chris. I don't think Chris is falling for it. Let's take a call, you guys. Hi, Teresa. How are you?
Hey.
Did you want to sound off on last night's episode of Housewives of Potomac? Oh, lost her. Was that me? That was an accident.
Sound off or just get off, Teresa. Just kidding.
That was an accident. That was terrible. But I think it's going to be really good this season. I am going to go a step further and say, I said this before in my last video and people tore me up. I think it's getting as good as Atlanta.
That's not hard. Atlanta hasn't been good in about 3 or 4 seasons. I'm sorry.
You don't think Atlanta's good anymore?
I'll put the reason why Atlanta hasn't been as good. The season is too long. There's too many filler episodes. Realistically, if you have a cast of 7, right? Make it 14 episodes and the reunion. Because 14 episodes gives you basically 2 episodes of airtime per housewife. And
they're never going to do that. You make more money.
Right,
yeah.
But do you remember that season? Was it season 9 or 10 where Atlanta was like 24 episodes and everybody was mad?
It definitely shouldn't be that many episodes, but they're definitely not going to cut it. Atlanta is the highest producing Housewives show on the network. That's why they get more episodes.
Yeah.
Atlanta just needs freshening up, a new cast.
Yeah, they definitely. That's what they
friends.
need. They just need a new cast, and they have to like Nene getting way overpaid to not deliver any storylines to the show. They have to stop that because we're focusing too much on the storyline that she's not bringing because she's such an OG member of the Atlanta Housewives.
Do you think Nene's arrogant?
Huh?
Do you think Nene's arrogant?
Did I tell you about my story with her?
No.
Do
tell.
She's not a fan of me.
What happened?
I went with Cynthia Bailey to Mastro's in yeah. I went with Cynthia Bailey to Mastro's in Beverly Hills, and Cynthia brought me in to go meet with Nene and Marlo. They were at an after party with Mariah Carey, and Cynthia and I were at the Abbey, which is like this crazy gay bar in LA.
I know where the Abbey is.
Yeah, and we go and we walk in, and I'm like, "Hi, Nene, nice to meet you." Like, I was, oh God, I was like 22 years old. Cynthia got me. I got wasted with Cynthia. So then she's like, "Get out of my face! I don't have time for you." And I told her,
said that to you.
Yeah,
Nene told you that.
Yeah, and I told her, she pretty much, not verbatim, but she pretty much told me I don't have time, blah blah blah. And Cynthia said,
slow down, Adam. Why would she say that?
Because I was young, stupid, and probably a little wasted. That was
so wrong.
I think. Well, I also told her about one of the housewives that I used to work for. I named that housewife, and that ticked her off. She's like, I don't like her.
Yep.
And I was like,
what does that have to do with you and your personality?
I don't know. I was like, hey, I work for one of the housewives too. Blah blah blah. And she's like, you better go on. Like, I don't like her. Blah blah blah. And I was like, ah. And then I walked over to Cynthia, and I was like, she hates me. And Cynthia walked over and said, Nene, you don't have to be mean. And Marlo was great.
That's mean. Jamal, sound off on Adam's story.
Oh, I can see that happening because if it's around the time where that whole restaurant thing was about, if I'm on the right track,
you're on the right track.
I'm like,
yeah. Was there? Was it early on, Adam?
It was earlier. You did a story on this about the restaurants.
It was around the same time that Jamal's talking about referring to the story of the restaurants. Yes.
Here's the thing: when you meet a celebrity, and tell me if this is true with you, Adam. If they're mean to you, you never forget it. Even if they're having a bad day, for some reason, you just never forget it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I would say too, especially because I've worked at so many of these hotspots here in LA, just because that was something that I did when I first moved here. Was I hosted, I served, that's what people do when you come here. I've insulted so many people on accident. I called Al Pacino Al Pachone. I told Enrique Iglesias. No, I know. I was like, Mr. Pachone. I swear.
How do you know? Wait. No.
I thought Sarah Evans was Octomom. I honestly, Enrique Iglesias, I told him he had to take off his. I told Enrique Iglesias he had to take off his hat when he entered the restaurant. I was on fire. I just didn't know.
Iglesias.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not too bad. He's only had one hit song.
Not everybody knows who he is because of Julio.
Wait a minute, but
yeah.
But you were with Anna Kournikova. That's like your claim to fame. Okay, no, stop, calm down. But with Nene, I wouldn't say she's arrogant. The problem is, you remember old school Nene when she had her old nose and the bang to the side.
I'm not messing with you, Jamal. I'm not messing.
And the purple blouse top. When she was super cool and funny and stuff. As time goes on, people go like, "Oh my God, you are the show. You make the show. We love you." So they gas her up so far that she believed her own.
Look, Jamal, I'm going to ask you this in defense of Nene. Mm-hmm. If you were an OG of a show, so let's switch the roles. You're Nene, mm-hmm. and every time someone came on the show, they plotted to get you off the show. Like we heard Candy and Cynthia plotting against her. Would that change your behavior?
It would change my behavior towards them, because I believe when people do you dirty, but you have to deal with them.
But not a stranger.
Okay, not a stranger. I see you, so I know how to handle you. But see, if I were on reality TV, I would be super, super petty. I
That's the only way to do it, or else don't do it.
What I would do, I would go befriend Candy's ex-bandmates first. I would
And
befriend them first.
the bandmates.
And then what I would do, I would make sure I would get especially close to Leon to bug Cynthia.
Leon is cute. Leon
And I would invite him,
cute.
and I would invite him and his new girlfriend or wife to every event I had.
So, Adam, when Nene was mean to you, what did you do?
You know, I feel bad for saying she just didn't love me. Let's say that. But she loved my fiance. She was so nice to him. I have a photo of me, him, Cynthia, and Nene. I'll have to send it to you. He came in to pick me up from Mastro's because he texted Cynthia and it was like, where's Adam? And she's like, uh-oh, you know, and he came to pick me up and she was so sweet to him. I think it was honestly because I got way too excited to party with the housewives. I think that's what I was way too young.
Were you like a super fan? Were you like, hi, Nene?
No, it wasn't. No, I've been around LA since about like back and forth since like 19. And especially, like I said, working in the restaurant and working for a different housewife or a different celebrity, whatever, it's not exciting. I wasn't excited about anything like that. I think I was sitting at the table with them. So when I was talking to her and I brought up the fact that I worked for so-and-so, that already ticked her off and made her want to go away. And then I think what happened was I forgot that I had just spoken with her because, you know, everybody's drinking. And I think I went back to go over and talk to her again. I mean, I don't know. It was just not a cute look for me, but it happened. I have the photo proof. I'm not making it up, guys.
No, I believe you.
But yeah, that when you to one more thing, when we piggyback what I just said, like she has the right to feel how she feels about what Cynthia and Candy did because that was wrong.
Yeah,
that was completely wrong. And you and Cynthia, especially when you and Cynthia were working on their friendship. Let's be honest. Candy ain't liked you since season 2. Stop it. Let's not play pretend with them. Two have always gone back and forth.
Why do Candy and Nene not like each other? I mean, it's water under the bridge now.
Well, Nene was threatened by Candy because whether people liked it or not, Candy had success before Real Housewives. She was already a star in her own right. She did not need that show because they brought Candy in. They felt like they were trying to replace her with Candy. That was the crux of the
reality shows get petty. These women like high school.
I mean, you have somebody who starts a franchise and they feel like they're queen bee of it.
Well, she was. I'm not gonna lie.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sound off. Anything Housewives? What did you want to talk about?
I just want to say for Candace that she did get beat up, but people shouldn't beat her up. Like, she's an adult. Monique shouldn't beat her up. Just being honest.
Have you ever been in a situation where you lost your cool?
I just speak to people because I'm an adult and I don't want to go to jail.
I hate to say it, right? I hate to say it. I'm only going to say it once so I don't have to torture myself. You are right.
She's right.
You are right, but sometimes you just have to slap a bitch.
But you don't do it on camera. You wait
right.
I was just
about That's to say what said. She's like, I don't do it on camera. Portia's like, you never hit somebody? She's like, I didn't do it on camera. There's no video footage of it. Is there?
Okay, really quickly, Alexis. Whose personality you like better, Monique or Candace?
Monique better. Her personality is better, and she is like more relatable. But I think Candace is really pretty. I like that about her.
She's stunning. I think Candace is stunning.
I agree with that.
She's very pretty.
I looked at Candace like, wow. Like, why can't your inside match your outside?
Oh gosh.
But
she's growing up. She's just a young girl.
Yeah, she is young. That plays a role.
She did just turn 23, so we have to give her time.
Oh, she's that young?
To me, she is.
Oh wow.
She was actually very young.
No, she did not just turn 23.
How old is she?
She's in her 30s. I'll tell you right now. She did not just turn 20. Jamal.
She's been very sheltered, it seems like. Like her life is not. She just hasn't been an adult.
She is 33 years old.
Okay. Close enough.
And plus, she grew up with money. That plays a role, right, guys? If you have money. And she probably was like an AKA in college and one of the popular girls.
A Delta, probably.
Was taking care of her a lot. So That's no, like whenever your mom takes care of you, you don't live like in a real world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she acts like how she was treated and raised. Like
Yeah.
she's
I mean,
just
she may not have like real life experience, like normal
Right.
people life experience. So so for people with that, she may not be as relatable because they don't understand
Look what someone
her.
said in the comment section.
Oh, she's done
That
here.
is
okay.
so
Well,
God.
that's a little bit older than me, but I still come from a family of 5, and I'm the youngest. I still
Are
feel
you
like I can
spoiled?
relate. Yes, probably, but at least
So,
I like go to work still.
yeah,
I,
so cute. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 26? Oh, your baby, the volume went out. Okay, thanks for
Mhm.
calling in. I
thank you.
appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's get more calls. Hi, Pearl. How are you? Oops.
Hi.
Sound.
Hi.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi.
What did you want to talk about for Housewives?
Well, I'm really, really excited to see Dr. Wendy on the show.
Why?
Yeah.
I am, because it's the first time we've had an intelligent academic on any of these shows. Not just some housewife that's wants to open a boutique or something, like someone that's actually got a PhD. Okay, that's harder than a doctor's degree. Okay, you have to get a first degree and then a master's degree and then a PhD. I mean, I'm all for it, and
I'm excited
she
about her
looks
too.
good.
I
She's
agree,
gonna
Pearl.
big drama. I'm
Well,
looking
she's got
forward
one
to it.
fan.
I mean,
That's
And
Adam.
also, she's Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian.
Is she
so-
really Nigerian?
She is. I
she
can
is.
tell.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You can tell by the feature. Like I'm like, whoa.
And she did her confessional based off of Whitney Houston. I forgot what it was, a music video. She did her confessional look after Whitney Houston. She looks so beautiful in it.
She's so stunning.
I really like her.
From what I've seen
Yeah.
of Wendy, I can't judge her yet, but she's not gonna take it. I don't think they're gonna haze her like they did the other ones. I just don't see it.
Who's the other one that they hate?
They hate all the new housewives though. Like,
No, Hayes. Yeah.
Hayes. I mean, I just don't see
Ashley,
her.
they hate.
She's
Candace,
not going
they
to
hate.
stand for it.
I don't see her doing it.
No.
Thank you for calling in, Pearl. I appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Okay.
And she's strong. She tells her husband in the
Hi,
new episode.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very good.
Oh, hi. This is my first time calling, so hello from the UK. I was just wondering about Candace, and she's married, and her mother is the one who's sustaining her lifestyle. So, what does her husband do?
Isn't he like a chef?
Yeah.
I believe he's a
Do they
chef.
own the restaurant?
Did you say Candace?
Yeah,
Candace,
he's a chef.
Her
right?
husband's a chef.
All right, okay, because it says in the bio, I'm a little behind, so I didn't see the latest episodes or anything, but it says in the bio that he owns a restaurant. So
Does he
I don't know.
have
She, I read that too. I didn't dive into that with her.
Okay.
I want to say that he doesn't own his own business, but don't hold me to that. We didn't talk about that. I kept it strictly about her. I know he is a chef though.
Right, yeah.
Adam is interviewing Candace tomorrow. What would you like him to ask Candace?
Just generally about the finances, and I'm not even sure about what her first job is. Sorry, I'm obsessed with finances.
Her first job
as well.
Is
her
what?
first job. Oh,
Yeah, you. Sorry, go ahead, Adam. Her first job is what?
I was just going to answer her. Her first job ever, she got into business with her mom, selling hair care products. It's on her Instagram. You can go check it out. But she does that, and she does beauty pageant consulting. Those were her two businesses that her mom helped her and her sister get started into. And now she's going back to school.
Beauty
How come the sister hasn't
pageant
been on the show?
consulting. Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was just curious about that. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Yana. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, Leslie. Sound off.
How are you? So you got me hooked on this Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yay!
Literally, I've been laid up with like a bum foot because I had surgery last Wednesday.
Oh.
And I have been like, what's the next episode? What's the next episode? Candace is a mess.
She is. You got to be gentle because Adam is interviewing her tomorrow. So we got to be gentle.
sorry. I'm
It's okay.
really, I don't understand why people are so mean. Like, she's really not nice to a lot of people. And maybe that's just editing. Maybe that's just the way it comes across.
Do you think age has anything to do with it?
Sorry?
Do you think age has anything to do with it?
Maybe. I mean, like, I would slap myself in the face at 25. I wasn't a nice person. I'm not. Yeah.
You were mean?
I was so mean. I was like the meanest mean girl. I was like, "Ill, get away from me, you're fat." I was so mean. I was like the worst person. I was horrible.
Why?
I could see that. I could see that.
Why did you act like that?
I don't know.
I can answer. I can kind of answer that. I think when you're in your 20s, especially your early 20s, it's all about you.
Yeah,
The world is all about you. Because when I was in my early 20s, if I didn't like you, you heard about it. I would hurt your feelings. I didn't care. I didn't care if your feelings were hurt. It's just that I was right, you were wrong, and you just need to accept it.
Jamal was stubborn in his 20s. You went through your terrible 2s and your terrible 20s, Jamal.
And I'm an Aquarius.
But I will say this: I would like to hear Adam for like maybe the line of questioning for it to be like more like, can you explain to us? Maybe it is the editing process, because I know a lot of these shows cut and paste a lot, and they really are painting her in a villainous way. So if that's their end goal,
what's the question? How do you want him to phrase the question?
I don't know. Maybe, I got.
Do you feel like you're portrayed accurately?
I've gotten a lot of feedback about the way that, you present yourself to the other cast members. And is this an editing thing? Is this really what happened? Can you bring more light to it? Like something like that, But
yeah, no, I could definitely ask her if she feels like she's accurately portrayed on the Potomac Housewives, or if it's based off of editing. But also, I do think too, coming in as one of the youngest housewives, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on her to kind of show them, look, I'm here. And I don't know if you remember season 3, Karen kept coaching her, saying like, insert yourself. Really, I'm going to walk away. Candace has something to say, but she kept really coaching her to insert herself. And I think Candace is trying to navigate and figure out how to do that without looking like a child on the show.
I have a question.
And Ashley does instigate a lot. And she
does.
Ashley like lights a fuse and then goes, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Quick question. Adam,
go ahead, Jamal.
Adam, Sharrell, quick question. Have you heard behind the scenes, has she ever gotten into it with any of the producers? No. Because remember, you guys mentioned, I think, like, how Sheena got done. Like, how they just edited her.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know. You never know. But no, I think that they've painted, the minute that this fight happened, you have to pick a side. And I think from that point, editing, they chose from doing that fight. They chose that editing. Like, there's no choice. They have to edit it where somebody is a good person and somebody's a bad person.
So, Jamal, you're saying that they edited Sheena bad?
Remember,
the producer admitted it.
The producer admitted it.
Yeah, the editor, she admitted, like, she said Sheena should have been nicer to her because she would have befriended her.
Yeah.
She would have been nicer with her.
No.
Yeah, and that's why she got fired from the show. Like an idiot, this woman goes on a podcast.
From the show, the producer?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's because, like an idiot, she goes on a podcast and she's like, yeah, I like manipulating scenes and making Sheena look like a boy crazy floozy. Because she's not, I don't feel like she's nice to me. She should have been nicer to me. And then Sheena got it and tweeted it and was like, hello, this isn't okay. And then boom, just like that, same day fired.
Yeah.
What would make her admit that? That doesn't make sense.
I guess she just thought it was funny. And in the moment, she let her mouth overload her butt.
Yeah. And I know that they do this because one of my very good friends, I won't name any names, but she was very involved with the Bad Girls Club. Remember that?
Yeah,
yes.
I love that.
That was her. She did that. And she would tell me, she was like, they don't live in the whole house. They live in this much of the house.
Yeah.
We want them to butt heads. We want them. And if they don't insert it, then we create it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm shocked about Sheena. I mean, is there a chance she's a nice girl?
I'll say this for what I can see of her. You could see there's a nice person there, but she has her ways like everyone else. But it is reality TV, so I think she's partially putting on for the cameras to keep that check coming in. which I'm
Well,
not
I have
mad
to.
about.
I have to
question
say
then.
this really quick on behalf of Sheena. She was my first friend here in Los Angeles. There's nothing you can say bad. You can't say anything bad about
Nice.
her.
She's really
And I'm
sweet.
not saying this because of a bias thing. When I came here, I had nowhere to go. My brother and I had nowhere to go for Christmas. Her and Shay at the time, her husband, they invited us over. When I needed a job, she helped facilitate that. So you can't. There's really nothing. Like she's really just.
Was that the first person you met that you were telling me that story?
I was sitting at a bar. Yeah, and I looked over and I was complaining. I had a resume and she asked me if I was looking for a job. And I went to the place and I said, "Yeah, I know Shayna." And they're like, and I said her name wrong. But yeah.
And then they hired you, right? Did they hire you?
Well, no. They said that they would keep my resume, and then I kept calling, and I offered to be a dishwasher. I offered to do everything because I moved to Los Angeles with a U-Haul attached to my car and $3,000 in my bank account. So I didn't have anything when I came here. I printed off 50 resumes, and I was walking the strip of Sunset Strip applying to places, and then people told me I needed a headshot. I didn't know what that was. I came here from Tennessee. So then I went back to the public library, printed off my Facebook profile photo and went and stapled it. And then I went back and that's where I met Sheena, was sitting at a bar because I was like, I need a break and a drink with my fake ID to get a drink. And that's where I met them. Mike Shea was the bartender.
Person I've ever seen in my life. Can I just
Wow.
tell you that story?
I'll keep you around, Leslie.
Ever.
But Sharrell, I do have to say really quick, I do apologize. I have to jump on with Molly in 4 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for jumping on. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Adam has the best stories. Isn't that the best story?
Yeah. I mean, he's so sweet.
He is. He really is.
Is he going to be permanently part of your thing?
We just work together. Like, we're just friends.
Oh, he's on the channel, right?
I love his stories. He's the best.
Question. Do you guys think do you think Candace is the villain this season because she's the most likable?
Listen, I'm
The
glad
most
Adam's
likable villain?
on. Now I'm going to answer this honestly. I can't stand Candace. I think she's immature. I think she deserved a butt whooping. Not so bad, though. I mean, Monique can really fight.
Yeah, but you can't poke the bear with so many times. Monique's a lot older, you know what I mean? And when somebody that's older than you tells you stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. I mean, he was threatening the girl when she was pregnant. Who does that?
That was my whole thing. That was my whole thing with the situation. Like, you actually went after this woman
Is she
while she
dealing
was
with
pregnant.
fertility issues, or does she just not want to get pregnant? Because that could also make her angry. The fact that everybody's pregnant but her.
She's such that she is scared to be a mom.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah,
and
that's
the best support system. Her mom's always around.
Yeah.
But I think it's more that has to do with how her mother treated her as a child. I really think there's scars from that.
It's definitely something going on. But after Adam comes back from the interview, we will pick his brain. Okay, guys? Because we want to. Because why does she keep? I have a feeling she knows that she's not popular with the fans. She has to know.
She's not popular with anybody because she definitely has. She's like, I'm gonna be the mean girl, and this is who I am, and I'm gonna own this role. I'll give her that much. At least she owns that. She's gonna be the best damn mean girl she could ever be. Yeah. So, I give her that.
But the problem is she doesn't have the Lisa Rinna sneakiness to her. That's what's holding her back.
What? That would make her worse, Jamal.
No, because real quick,
I think she doesn't have the swag to back it up. Like, you're playing with mommy and daddy's money. You're not playing with your own. Yeah, so you have nothing to back it up, and you're picking.
Now she's gone from mommy and daddy to Chris.
Chris is playing with mommy and daddy's money.
Right? I was like, well,
wait.
I mean, how old is he? He looks like he's like 40.
I said 40. I thought he's 45.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you still don't have it.
He has gray hair. He has to be.
I'm like, how y'all? But I just wonder how y'all married with 2 incomes but can't afford your mortgage. That still confuses me. And no children.
You don't understand what my parents would do to me if I
no children.
Hot husband. I'm going to pay the mortgage for me in this gorgeous house. You need to go.
Sure, I wanted to move in with Candace and Chris. If Mama's paying it like that, I'm just saying, like, why not? I mean,
you want to move in with Candace and Chris?
I wouldn't want to be a fly on that wall. Oh
no, I can have a wing to myself. All I need is a wing, a mini fridge.
So one thing does worry me.
Yeah.
Out of that house. And I will be honest with you, and I'm one of these people that like I'm one of these OCD people that I like to keep my house tidy. I never see those people picking up in that house.
They probably don't. They probably got a housekeeper or something. Yeah. They come in, they eat their food, and then they're done.
Found some camera time for the maid if she had a maid. That girl, she would have made sure that the maid was fluttering about.
They can just come in 3 days a week, and then it's clean before you wake up. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
All right, guys, we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, that 22K, that 22K party still sent me though. I'm like, no. And the cash bar, I can't get past that. I'm still back there. I'm still back at the cash bar.
The cash bar. I'm going to a better bar. Bye.
A cash bar. I mean, like, we could have went to Trader Joe's and got some late alcohol and brought it with us and got glass and some ice. A cash bar. I was
honestly, like, because most of those cash bars.
Okay, hold on, guys. Someone else called. We got to wrap it up. I'm gonna do it really quick.
Okay. See you later.
Hi, Darlene. Sound off.
Hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna agree with you guys. Like, Candace is a total brat. First of all, like, totally entitled.
I don't want to hurt Adam's feelings or mess up his interview. But no one likes Candace, but Adam.
Yeah, I'm all about Monique. Monique's really cool. She's a cool chick. I think everybody just doesn't like her because of what she has, her relationship. Like, the guy obviously loves her, wants her to have, his children.
You think we're jealous of her?
Well, I think, Gizelle mostly, but yeah, I think that there's some kind of jealousy there, because otherwise, why are they always seem to be ganging up on her?
Well, it could be her attitude. It could be her attitude.
What's her attitude?
She's very secure in herself, and that can be off-putting too.
Yeah,
she's very secure in
herself. You don't want to have to keep.
Do you think Candace is an open and warm person, Darlene?
Right. She kind of comes off indifferent.
Yeah.
And she has her kids. She has her hot husband. She's got a gorgeous house. Like, she really doesn't need them, to be quite honest.
Yeah. And that's what I think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, with Monique, the easy thing with Monique and Gizelle is that Giselle's upset because Monique got a husband who actually lives in the house.
Right.
Her kids love her. And she got her own. She actually has businesses that make money. Right. And she really doesn't need the show. She's just there to promote her husband and their businesses.
And her businesses,
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think they're jealous.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up, but Pearl keeps shaking her head. Hold on one second. Pearl, you want to tell Jamal to shut up? What's going on?
I love you, Jamal, but I completely disagree with all of you. Completely.
She doesn't have to be selfish.
Monique is nobody without her husband. She needs the show to be somebody. She needs the platform.
It's not that she's nobody without her husband. He just happens to be
in her husband's show. She needs to have her own independence, and this is a platform for her to be the next Nene Leakes or.
Well, maybe Dr. Wendy can show her how to do that.
I don't think she cares about that.
She doesn't agree for that, but
she doesn't strike me as the kind of person who cares about
This is why I don't like Monique.
That the next, or the next Nene or the next whoever. Like, she seems like, she has a level head about her. She seems like she understands, like, family is what it's about. It's not about, that kind of level.
You like Candace, right?
I mean, I don't really like Candace.
No, Darlene, we know you don't.
but
I don't like Candace. I think that she's just too much of a little brat. Like, she's just a little spoiled for my taste. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with if your parents help you out, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that if you act like if you act entitled and you act like people owe you something, or like, you just kind of have that attitude about you, like, better than, I just don't like her whole thing. Like, at least Monique seems to have a level head, and she understands what's important.
But this is the thing about Monique. Wrap it up. The thing about Monique is I feel like she rubs her money in people's faces. I think she makes little comments here and there. I didn't like the comment she made to Robin, with the umbrella scene where she's like, "Well, I'm not going to hit you so you don't, sue me for money and pay your mortgage with it." That's like, we all know what happened to Robin and Juan, and that's like kicking someone when they're down. And then the comment about, like, Karen, when Karen was moving out of Potomac the first time. She's like, oh, I don't need to like move the same weekend. I can buy one house and still keep the other house. That was like a shady comment to Karen.
But it's sarcasm. It's like her manner, or sorry, her style of joking that like people don't really understand, you know, or rubs people the wrong way.
Well, that's rubs people the wrong way.
True, but I understand the but. Karen set herself up of being the grand dame and being married to the Black Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Like,
What made her say that?
She set herself up. She set herself up for
She
that
did.
dig.
She did.
She was
I don't
always
know. I
digging.
don't know any grandmoms that are that. She's a little trashy to me, to be quite honest with you. That
I
Karen.
don't like Karen either.
Karen?
So.
She's a little trashy.
I like Karen.
I really, I think she poses a lot, you know?
She does. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's like, oh, this is the way you should be, and this is the way you should act. Well, you know what? It's not really polite etiquette to call out your friend who you invited to dinner about where they're sitting. That's also not proper etiquette.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Right,
that.
but she's been studying Luann. What can we say?
Leslie, you're a hater. You're a hater.
Same person.
Listen, you're a hater. I love Karen. You're a hater.
I do too.
I don't like Ashley. I think
I
I like her with her.
I like watching her.
I like her as a mom. I don't like it when she does the little light the match and walk away thing.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about
Yeah.
it.
You like Ashley. I gotta wrap it up. Okay, we gotta do last words because you like Ashley.
I like her when she doesn't, when she's not in the group of people instigating and then just going like this. Like
But
she
yeah,
likes to drop one-liners. She likes to drop one-liners and then watch the bomb explode and just sit back and watch, like an arsonist.
But she's changed a lot, you know. That was like a season or two ago. Like she's changed. She seems to like
Well,
as
now with the baby. Now with the baby, she's different. Little
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He's perfect, by the
But do
way.
you guys think that last question? Now I gotta start wrapping it up. Do you think she has postpartum, Ashley?
Yes.
Me
Yes.
too. Yeah.
That's
I,
right.
all right, Jamal.
And that's
Last words.
I'm looking forward to the season of Potomac. It seems this is going to be the best season yet. Because
Yeah.
I like the fact it seems like the women all have their distinct personalities. But the one thing I do want to see is will Robin break away from Gizelle and have her own mind, like
Never.
definitively.
For real.
I'm hopeful.
All right, I'll see you next Monday.
All right, bye.
Probably. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Leslie, last words.
I like Robin. Honestly, I'm very
Everybody
happy
does.
for her and Juan. I think that they're going to do phenomenal together. I'm very happy. What's the other one's name that's getting back with her ex? What's her name? Gizelle?
Gizelle.
I like Gizelle. I think that she keeps it. I do.
She can be likable,
What?
but she's a troublemaker. She's a troublemaker, but she has a funny side.
They're all troublemakers. But it's like, how much trouble are you making? Are you creating trouble that's going to affect somebody's life?
Yeah.
Or are you creating trouble that's just, haha, I laughed at your like ugly pants. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I like the show. I really, really like it. I think
Good,
I
yeah.
actually like it better than any of the other housewives.
Me too.
I do
It's
too.
the best,
I
yeah.
really do.
It's
Anyway,
nice.
Leslie, thanks for calling in.
All right.
See you next time. Bye bye. Okay, Darlene, last words.
Yeah, like I agree with Leslie. Like, you know, Potomac's the best franchise by far. And
Yeah.
like I'm so happy I finally caught up because I didn't watch it for the first 2 years and then I finally streamed it on Hulu and I've been like hooked ever since. Like I
So
love it.
good.
So
Yeah.
so good.
Thanks
And,
for calling in.
Yeah, thank you. I want to call back.
Okay. Thanks. You. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye, Cheryl. Bye, Cheryl.
Okay. Pearl, last words.
Okay, so I've not really liked any of the housewives this much, which is why I'm looking forward to seeing Wendy and seeing if I would like her in the end. But I don't know. I like the show as a whole, but I'm not team anybody. Like in Atlanta, I'm more team Candy.
You're team Wendy. You
I'm
are
team
pulling
Wendy
for
now.
Wendy. Yeah.
I'm team Wendy now, but I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, it's great. I love Potomac.
Well, thanks for calling. I'll see you next time. Okay.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, you guys, we went a little over. I try to keep them to an hour. We went 15 minutes over. I apologize for that. But, you know, this is a really good show. I really like it. Do I think it's as good as Atlanta? It has all the potential to be. I'm really, really liking it. So we will be covering it every Monday where we can come on here and sound off about Potomac. I really like it. And then other housewife stuff. So thanks for dropping by. I'll see you guys next Monday. It'll probably be around 6:00. But I'll go ahead and post the time when we decide on what time we're going to see it. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.